Rain lashed against the window panes, mimicking the frantic rhythm of Kai's heart. Peering through the static of his computer screen, he saw her again, a fleeting glimpse of a hooded figure disappearing into a darkened alleyway. This time, however, something was different. A glint of silver, a flash of a gun barrel. Adrenaline surged through Kai. This wasn't just a whistleblower. This was someone playing a dangerous game. Kai, a freelance journalist specializing in environmental issues, had stumbled upon a digital Pandora's box. A series of anonymous data leaks hinted at Project Greenwash, a vast conspiracy where a consortium of corporations funded green initiatives as a smokescreen for their environmentally destructive practices. The figure in the alleyway was his only lead, the digital ghost who uploaded the information. The figure in the alleyway was his only lead, the digital ghost who uploaded the information. His apartment was transformed into a detective's den. Sleep was a luxury traded for endless cups of coffee and the stale air of determination. News outlets were circling, but Kai knew the power he held could be a death sentence. These weren't just companies, they were corporations with a global reach and a history of silencing dissent. Taking a calculated risk, Kai posted a cryptic message on a secure anonymous forum used by environmental activists. The cobalt mine, a toxic wasteland courtesy of one of the very corporations Kai was investigating, was a desperate gamble. It was a place both parties knew well, a chilling reminder of the stakes involved. As the clock ticked closer to midnight, Kai infiltrated the mine, his heart hammering against his ribs. The air hung heavy with the metallic tang of pollution. He navigated the rusted machinery and gaping shafts, the silence broken only by his ragged breaths. Was he walking into a trap? A cough from the shadows startled him. There she stood, Maya, a young woman with jet-black hair that framed eyes holding a defiance that mirrored his own. But unlike the alleyway encounter, she wasn't alone. A hulking figure, a hired muscle with eyes devoid of warmth, stood beside her, a gun trained on Kai.
I had to. You came.
A tense negotiation ensued.
It's a digital labyrinth, guarded by firewalls and watchful eyes. The data's encrypted, though. But I still have access to their servers. They fired me for questioning their greenwashing practices. I was a former intern at one of the corporations.
Suddenly, the hired thug's phone buzzed. He listened intently, his face hardening.
They know you're here.
He growled, the gun shifting to point at both Kai and Maya. Escape became their only option. A desperate chase unfolded through the mine's labyrinthine tunnels, the flickering light revealing a grim symphony of industrial decay. Kai, a city dweller, stumbled on uneven ground, his lungs burning. Maya, surprisingly nimble, darted through the labyrinthine corridors. Just when escape seemed impossible, they stumbled upon an abandoned elevator shaft. A rickety cable dangled from the darkness above. It was a desperate gamble, but their only hope. Maya, lighter and more agile, volunteered to go first. Kai watched with a pounding heart as she hoisted herself up, disappearing into the darkness above. Then strong arms grabbed him from behind. He struggled, but the hired thug was far stronger. Kai braced himself for the end, his eyes searching for Maya one last time. Just then, a deafening clang echoed through the mine. The cable holding Maya had snapped, but Maya wasn't falling. A makeshift rope bridge, fashioned from scavenged materials, was secured above, leading out of the mine. Maya had used her time to create an escape route, a testament to her resourcefulness. With a surge of adrenaline, Kai wrenched free from the thug's grasp and scrambled up the rope bridge, the hired muscles' enraged screams echoing behind them. They emerged into a storm-racked night, the data chip containing the evidence of Project Greenwash clutched tightly in Maya's hand. They had escaped the mine, but the fight for a sustainable future and their own survival had just begun.